April, thank you. A daycare center on Canal Street will be open today after a woman stabbed two people at the church next door. The woman was arrested, she faces 2 counts of attempted murder charges.
Duke Carter is live at the Canal Street Church. And Duke, this isn't the woman's first time being accused of stabbing someone.
Hey, good morning, ladies. No, according to New Orleans police, 46-year-old Uhuru Howard stabbed a man in the French Quarter earlier this year. Now, our partners at the New Orleans Advocate, they learned that this happened at Decatur and St. Anne in early January, specifically January 3rd. Howard threw a drink in the face of another woman, and that's when police say Howard grabbed a knife and stabbed the other woman's 65-year-old husband when he tried to step in and help his wife. Howard was arrested and posted $2,500. Now, she pled not guilty and expected to be back in court next month. Now, the latest stabbing incident happened at the Canal Street Church, and according to the pastor, he says Howard was on the side of the church where we currently are getting shelter from the weather. Now, he says 2 parents were leaving the daycare center after dropping their kids off. Those parents were attacked by Howard unprovoked, according to the pastor. Now, police say this happened at around 8:45 Thursday, and investigators say the man was stabbed in the arm and the woman was stabbed in the neck and back. Now, the pastor says staff members walked out and the woman who was stabbed ran toward the staff member asking for help. But when police arrived, they arrested Howard.
It's very deeply disturbing. Of course, as a pastor of a church, we want everyone to be welcome at the church, but also this to be a very safe and peaceful place. And certainly for our kids, they take priority. We have a lot of security measures that we've implemented here at the church.
Now, no kids were hurt when the incident happened. Teachers locked their doors, and staff there are offering counseling services for those teachers and staff who may need it. Now, the man was treated on scene, and the woman, according to police, is in critical condition. And at 6:30, we're going to share with District Attorney Leon Cannizzaro what he said about this stabbing incident. We'll share his statements coming up in about an hour. But for now, reporting live, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
Very frustrating because it seemed like this could have been avoided. Duke, thank you very much. New details.
A woman is in jail this morning after stabbing 2 people in a random act of violence outside of a church on Canal Street.
And it's actually not the first time this woman's been arrested for stabbing someone. The fact that she was still out on the streets is not sitting well with District Attorney Leon Cannizzaro.
Yeah, Duke Carter is joining us live outside the DA's office with more on what DA Cannizzaro had to say about the incident. And she was out on bail from another stabbing.
Yes, she was out on bail from another stabbing that happened in the French Quarter earlier this year. Then she was also involved with an incident with her family where police were called out. She was out on bail for that incident, and then, of course, this incident here. So the District Attorney Leon Cannizzaro is calling this case very disturbing. Now, here's what happened in the French Quarter. According to police, a 46-year-old Uhuru Howard stabbed a man in the French Quarter earlier this year in January. Now, our partners at the New Orleans Advocate, they learned that this happened on Decatur and St. Anne on January 3rd. Howard threw a drink in the face of another woman, and police say Howard grabbed a knife and stabbed the other woman's 65-year-old husband when he tried to step in and help his wife. Well, Howard was arrested and posted $2,500. Now, this latest incident happened at the Canal Street Church, specifically the stabbing incident. Now, according to the pastor there, he says Howard was on the side of the church, possibly getting shelter from the weather. He says 2 parents were leaving the daycare after dropping their kids off yesterday morning, and that's when those parents were attacked by Howard. Now, according to police, that was around 8:45 Thursday morning, and investigators say the man was stabbed in the arm and the woman was stabbed in the neck and back. The pastor says staff members walked out and the woman who was stabbed ran toward the staff members asking for help, and when police arrived, they arrested Howard. Now, District Attorney Leon Cannizzaro had this to say. He says, "This is another very disturbing case that I believe illustrates the danger being placed upon the public because of external pressures to reduce the jail population through insufficient or non-existent bonds." He continues on and says, "Our city's zeal to see empty jail beds should not threaten public safety, and our courts need to be more judicious about releasing violent offenders, particularly when needed mental health and substance abuse services remain lacking." Now, with the incident yesterday at the church, no kids were hurt, and teachers locked their doors just to make sure everyone was safe. Now, staff, they're offering counseling services for those families and teachers who may need it. The man was treated on scene, and the woman is in critical condition. Reporting live, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
All right, Duke, thank you very much.
And now